Hello, my name is Telmo Febra and today I'm representing Sosem Group. Sosem Group has a HQ in Portugal and develops steel manufacturing engineering solutions worldwide. They produce for big players in the automotive industry, electronics, and also a small percentage to other industries like medical applications, tech, or mobile. There are 9 companies who are composing the holding group and our branches. They are established in Portugal, Brazil, Mexico, and there's also a partnership under development with a Chinese company. The group at this moment employs 550 people and produces around 240 molds per year. But since the last investment into a new factory plant in 2018, it's expected to reach up to 300 molds, which means a revenue of around 40 million euros and a net profit of around 10 million euros. So when it comes to ownership, how is it divided? So the board statement is defined in such a manner that the holding is the owner of all the group branches. Therefore, the board is responsible for decision making and defines the vision, a plan, and defines strategy to implement on all the branches in the group. The board has a chairman, a vice president, and a secretary, and branches representatives. But there's 85% of shares were owned by the chairman, 5 to the vice president, other 5 to the secretary, and the remaining 5 distributed among group partners or members of the board. Each branch has an individual board of members who can or not be holding shares according to chairman's decision. At the moment, the chairman, Luís Febra, is currently supervising and administrating the holding at Sosem ED as the CEO. Tiago Febra, which is the oldest son, is the member of the managing board of Maxi Plage, most recently acquisition in 2006 for a plastic injection producing plant. So it's not molds, but it produces plastic through the molds that are produced in Sosem ED. The other son, Telmo Febra, is currently not in the business and he is studying for his master's program in San Francisco for international business. Both of these members hold the 5% of the shares remaining, and therefore the succession is not defined yet because this is the first, it's only in its first generation and is not and has not thought about this yet. But this is a key point that should be established from the next 3 to 5 years. Before getting into the planning part, let's do a sum up of the values that the company is orienting towards. First, the team, which is very important, should be flexible, agile, and dynamic. Secondly, we have to be fast because it's one of the demand drivers from this industry. And thirdly, being client oriented, which means we design every project for each client perfectly. And finally, having an optimization and innovation capacity to embrace the 4.0 industry that is now taking place by implementing digitalization and automatization. As for the strategic planning, every 6 months, that means twice a year, there's a meeting of the board with all the family members that have shares and also the advisors that are part of the board. This board will set the goals for 3 to 5 years by doing research on the market and seeing which scenarios could be taking place over the next years. Every meeting we renovate the scenarios in case of major changes outside from the exterior part, and these scenarios could be either changed or eliminated. From the last meeting, there were some major points discussed, like the acquisition of a new plastic company, because this is a major industry that is now fast pacing and growing. Secondly, to implement new goals to human resources by asking every employee to have minimum studies and requirements, and also to take exams produced by the company. Not only this, but there was a major change with the new plant, which we had to decide to make a restructural change in the organization because of the merger of two companies into one. That means a lot of changes from top management to the production were made and changed. Another decision was to create an university indoors with partnerships with close schools from the area region to start developing talent and bringing them to our company to make us stronger. There's also planning done every year. So there are main financial instruments that are discussed, such as the ROE, the EBIT, the ROI, and other specific measurables according to the specialization of the brand, capacity and range clients. To speak a little bit about our sustained competitive advantage, we have to talk about the new trend that we are implementing, and it's even more with this restructural change, which will be applying the strategic fit strategy. By this, it means that every department will be interconnected and will be in alignment to produce everything in the best way possible, eliminating mistakes and being fast on the production line. This means we also become more lean and oriented to only our specialization of mold tooling. We always need to be strategic fit, but that's not only what we need. We need to be also very close to our clients because we need to design every product specifically for them. So we have a one-to-one relationship with our client that we need to take the most advantage of. Normally, we get in touch with our clients on expositions worldwide, and these expos will drive a lot of new persons into our client range, and we use them in our benefit to build relationships not only in business but also in the human side. It's important for us to be psychological about this and to engage our customers so we develop a trustworthy and long-lasting relationship that helps improve planning and also to get more profit out of our business. One of the things we do to capture more attention from our client is every time a new client comes to our factory, we plant a tree to resemble our relationship as not only as a customer and provider, but also as a family. Because this is one of the culture we established in our company, and every time the client comes, he feels really happy and engaged with us, not only because the relationship went well, but he also sees the tree growing. Our family business is very important, but we also take the right measurements, measures to keep our wealth and to protect our assets. So the family has wealth in real estate, financial investments, and other projects, such as the younger son new innovation project of the building a group that produce and sells natural exterior activities related to another industry, tourism. Apart from that, there's also other assets like cars, jewelry, boat, or even bikes. All these are always taken into account and protected for future investment. Thank you. That was all. I hope you enjoy our company, and I hope you also have everything protected. And if there anything you should address to us as an improvement, please do. we always look to improve and we always want to get better. Thank you. That was Group SOSEM. Farewell. Goodbye.